Hello and welcome to the 11s podcast. My name is Ben.
And my name is Jude. We're passionate about cars, and we also happen to sell supercars for a living.
On this weekly show, we discuss cars of all sorts from our unique perspective. We hope you enjoy the episode.
You can start whenever, right?
Sure.
Jude. I can see you.
Ben, this is amazing.
We have a camera now.
I thought you were just a voice in my head.
Well, I sometimes am, but...
Just in my dreams.
Welcome to the 11s podcast for the first time on video.
Yeah.
We're testing something out. This will be a shorter episode, but we wanted to figure out how to do the whole video thing.
Yep.
We'll put some visuals up so you can see what we're talking about. So...
They'll be here somewhere.
Yeah.
Over our faces.
And maybe you're watching on YouTube, which would be pretty cool.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Remember when we launched a YouTube channel, Ben?
How many moons ago?
How many episodes did we post on our YouTube channel, Ben?
I think, did we 2 or 3, was it?
Probably one.
No, it was multiple. I know it was multiple. Yeah.
That's also just in my head. Anyway,
yeah.
Today we want to talk about something cool, something exciting, something that should warm us up on this cold-ish, grayish, rainy day here in New England. And that is something very Italian.
It is. The Bertone Runabout.
Bertone.
So Bertone or Bertone...
This is great because we're going to offend people on video too, not just on audio.
There you go.
Bertone.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Si. It's not Bertone.
Yeah.
Bertone?
Burton.
It's a snowboard company.
They're a coach builder.
Yeah.
They've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And now they've come out with some more modern stuff.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, they came out with a Huracan-based car called the GB110.
Yeah, insane looking thing.
Very, very cool.
Don't call it the EB110, Le Bugatti. It's the GB110.
Right.
Right. It's not a Lambo, but it's got Lambo doors.
Right, yeah.
Right?
That part's cool.
With a V10.
Twin turbo.
Yep. It looks like if Pininfarina designed a Lamborghini.
It doesn't look like if Bertone designed a Lamborghini.
It looks more Pininfarina than Bertone, to me. Because you look at the front end of it, and it reminds me of the Battista.
Yeah.
The way the headlamps are.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're doing a visual aid for you lovely viewers at home, and I'm doing a visual aid for Ben sitting in front of me.
I'm having a hard time figuring out where to look. So, we'll figure this out.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
The Pinin... Hold on. Old man types with one finger.
Which one? The Battista.
The Battista, right? You look at the front end of it.
You're saying
See?
because of the kind of bar
Yeah,
that goes across?
that's literally exactly what it is. The headlights are a completely different shape, but
Yeah.
it's the bar.
Yeah.
And you know what? They're like the same country of origin. So it's got that going for it.
Well,
Does it not look similar?
No, I see it.
Right?
Yeah.
And the lower section, kinda, not really. I'm stretching here.
Now here's the thing. So,
But they don't have to be exactly the same for me to say that it's as if Pininfarina designed it.
right. But what I was gonna say is, if any other like random manufacturer came out with this or with the Runabout, I don't think we'd care as much. But Bertone has a lot of history to it.
Yeah, so if Pininfarina did this, we wouldn't care as much?
No, but we would care in the same way because that has history as well. I'm saying like there are so many startups with like new hypercars and whatever.
Yes, that is true.
We wouldn't care as much because it's just this new thing.
Got it. So it's an established name with a lot of
Yeah.
history and heritage, right?
Yeah.
What if like Carrozzeria Touring did it,
That would be cool.
right? So I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
as opposed to some completely unknown thing,
Yeah.
which
So-
there's plenty of those. Anyway,
So Bertone has 2 models. There's that GB110 thing that we just talked about, and now the
Roundabout,
Runabout.
the rotary doesn't have a rotary in it. It comes with a V6.
It does.
Which is a lot more powerful than the original Runabout concept that came out 50 years ago, 70 years ago?
1957? Way off. 69.
Nice. But okay, so how many years ago is that? That's 30, 56 years ago.
Yeah.
Math. Mm-hmm. Looks very similar, but definitely updated, and it has a lot more power than the concept did. I think that one had 55 horsepower.
Yeah, something like that.
Is this breaking the fourth wall? When you look at it's like The Office, right? You look at the camera.
If you look at the concept, though, and we'll put it up, the headlights on the original concept are behind the occupants. Did you see that?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah,
this one's got pop-em-ups, though.
Go back to the top of that page. I think there's an image of the...
Yeah.
No?
That's still the new one.
There. See the headlights?
That's wild.
Yeah. Do you know who designed this?
Marcello Gandini.
Yes. Who also designed the Miura,
Yep.
the Countach,
The most beautiful car ever made.
the Diablo.
The Miura is the most beautiful car ever made. The Countach. Countach's the beautiful.
Yeah, Miura is gorgeous. But I see Lancia Stratos vibes from
A lot of
this,
that, yep.
and he designed that as well.
That makes a lot of sense.
So,
Yeah.
and I almost see more Lancia Stratos in the new one.
I don't disagree. It's definitely filled out more. Do you know what I mean? Like the one from the 60s seemed a little bit smaller, more petite, sharper edges. This one feels a little bit more bulky, a little more muscular.
Yeah. Do you
Which
think that's
is
just
good.
because it's a newer car?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And newer things are always bigger. Right? I guess.
In
Is
the
that a
car
rule?
world, yeah.
Yeah, that's a rule. In the car world, thank you.
Yeah.
Just like the power number and everything else. What's not very big is the number of units that they're going to be producing, and that number is 25. 25 units. That's it.
And I'm assuming this is similar to the Koenigsegg Jesko in that, so they offer two variants. There's
Yes.
the Targa and the Barchetta.
Yes.
And with the Jesko, you can get the Attack or the Absolute.
Yes.
And they're going to build 125, and
You just choose which
customers
one you
just
want.
pick which one you want. Yeah.
And so why wouldn't you get the Barchetta?
I was going to say, though, I like the Targa.
It's beautiful, but if
I
you're
would-
going to get one, shouldn't you get the Barchetta?
I would prefer...
That's it, Ben. You get the Targa, I'll get the Barchetta.
Oh, well, there you go. There's
So we'll have one of each.
23 left for the rest of the world.
That's excellent. Hey, we're social media influencers. Like, we get access to this stuff, right?
Right, totally.
I'm refreshing my email daily, waiting for my invite. Anyway, stunning cars, and it's the latest in retrofuturism.
Yes.
You know, really, the car industry is embracing this retrofuturistic aesthetic and design, and it's carried all the way from Korean cars like Hyundais to Italian cars like Ferraris and Bertone and everything in between. And I love it. I'm not. Are you sick of it yet?
Not at all. I love retro, and they're bringing it back
Yeah.
to modern times. So
Yeah.
you big fan. I love the wheels on these.
They're so
Very
great.
cool.
They're very so they're very like period correct in a way, and they're like general aesthetic, but they're big with low profile tires, so they're also very modern.
Yeah.
I love how flush they sit with the body of the car too. Like it's filled out really well. It's just the proportions of everything that I see on this car is just so well done.
The rear is really unique. I was expecting bigger taillights or something, but I think it's cool the way that it is. It's probably more. It's pretty true to the original concept.
Yeah, I love how
The
it's
rear.
just kind of chopped off on the end. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Mm-hmm. They could have done this big bulky thing, and instead they didn't.
Yeah.
It's
There
a very
are-
abrupt end to the back of the car,
And
which
there-
I think works.
There isn't much of that in the modern car world anymore.
Right.
I mean, cars that come to mind, like the F40, is just like that, where it's just
Straight line,
like a knife
down,
just went right
yep,
down the back
exactly.
of the car, and that's it.
Is it cake? No, it's a car.
Might as well be cake, though.
Right. Delicious. But yeah, to your point, like a lot of cars nowadays have so many extra bulky pieces, and they all look plasticky, and that's not the case with this.
Yeah.
It seems very intentional and very, very well done. Like they stuck to the design ethos of the original car, and they made it in a modern way. And I think that's the best way to do a revival or a tribute or a retrofuturistic type of thing like this. Very nice.
I didn't look into the reasoning for the name, but I can imagine this car being a runabout car if
Yeah.
I lived in Monaco or the French countryside or something.
What was the name of okay, so it was the Auto Bianchi A112 Runabout concept. That was the name of the original car.
That's right.
The Auto Bianchi A112 Runabout.
It's a long name.
It is. A112, I don't know what that would be referring to.
I don't know.
You know, if we were better automotive podcasters, we would have done our research and found out that the letter A stands for the first name of the designer's aunt.
It's just because Alpine already took A110, so they had to just go A112.
But the A1... Hold on. When did the A110 come out?
2018.
When did the 1969 A112 come out,
I'm just
Ben?
making things up at this point. We don't know a whole lot of technical details.
They knew that the Renault Alpine A110 would be coming out. I'm not doing that math. However many years.
No.
So anyway,
we don't know a whole lot about the technical aspects of the car. We know that it's a V6 and how much power it's going to make, but we don't know where that's coming from.
You guessed that it could be a Giulia motor?
I think I'm kind of wishful thinking there.
It's got to be Italian.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's got to be
Has to
Italian.
be. That's the rule. Has to be Italian.
Them's the rules.
Unless it's a Pagani, and then it's German.
Right. Somehow they get away with it.
Anyway, so okay.
But I think that would be an awesome engine for this
What
car.
other? I mean, it's got to be that. I mean, what other Italian V6 makes 400 horsepower?
It wouldn't be a Nettuno V6 from Maserati.
No.
Too
Would
much
it?
power.
It wouldn't be a detuned one of those?
I hope it wouldn't be.
We have zero details, so
Yeah.
we're really, really just guessing here.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything on here. It just says powered by a V6 engine. Are they still working on that part? Maybe they're still looking for an engine.
Maybe.
And they figure, some V6 is going to make 460 horsepower.
I wonder how long it takes
Honda?
to get one of these.
Mm,
Because obviously they're
I
very
don't
limited,
know.
which adds to the cool factor
yeah.
that it's rare, like actually rare, not like 1,000 units. You know.
Yeah. Not Porsche rare.
Right. Yeah.
Actually rare.
Only building 3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How much do you think they'll charge for this?
Don't know, don't care, doesn't matter. Just write a blank check.
You don't care?
It's beautiful, it's stunning. Buy it. I do, because we talked about on the podcast, go back and listen to this episode where we talked about replicas and homages and resto mods. I think it does matter. If this thing was $5 million, no thanks, get out of here. There's no way. Do you think it's $1 million car? 25 units.
Because of
Coachbuild.
what it is, and because it's not like considered high performance, my brain doesn't feel like it constitutes a 7-figure price tag.
Okay.
But because it's so rare, and it's built by a historic coach building company, it very might as well be.
Well, so Google tells me that the Bertone GB110, the Huracan one, is a $2 million car. That's 33 units.
How much was
But that's a hypercar.
How much was the Mantide? Do we know? That was the Bertone designed Corvette ZR1 from 2 generations ago. I think that was really rare, though. I think they only
$2 million,
Yeah.
according to Autoblog.com.
Okay. Yeah.
Welcome to the 11's YouTube channel where we Google things and talk about them.
Where we do things that you could do in 2 seconds. Not saving you any time at all.
Anyway, watch this ad. No, yeah, so that's the $2 million. Is that the...
Yeah, so I guess it's probably going to be...
Is it worth $2 million?
Couple $1 million.
If it's $2 million, is it worth $2 million?
Because of the rare... I feel like the rarity really plays into it at that point.
How much was the Ferrari that I was really upset about? The fake one?
Oh, not the F80?
No, the Resto Mod one.
That was...
Whatever number you said, it made me mad. And you're going to say it again, I'm going to get mad all over again. Do you remember what that was?
It was like $1 million or something. I don't know. I don't remember.
For a fake car.
For a fake car.
Here I go again.
Yeah. Let's not get into
No,
this.
no, we're good. We're good. This is its own unique thing, right? It's not trying to be anything else. It's not a replica. It's not a resto mod per se. It's an homage to the original concept, obviously. But the original concept wasn't a car that was actually really produced. Do you know what I mean? So...
Yeah, around $1 million for that.
Which
short
is
wheelbase.
okay. Woosah. Yeah, I'd pay $2 million for this. 25 units. 400 horsepower is not a lot of horsepower, but
that's not what the
no.
car is for, and performance is kind of played out nowadays.
For the same money, you can have a McLaren Elva. Do you buy an Elva or do you buy one of these?
I would have one of these.
Okay. For a little bit less, you can have the Aston Barchetta Speedster thing. What was it? Speedster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
V12 Speedster. I love the retro-ness of this.
You'd rather have this?
Yeah, I would take that over.
Even though the Elva's got more than double the horsepower?
Yeah. Because you're not going to use it. I mean, once you get past 70, 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, I mean, you want the Targa of these anyway.
Yeah.
I think the correct answer is
even
both.
if it was only offered in Parketta, I would take one of these over the Elva. Which
what about Monza?
How much
Monza's like $4 million pre-owned.
Elva's trading for, you said what, 1?
Under 2. 1.5 to 2.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure some have traded for a little bit less than $1.5 million. Miley cars, lower spec. I think 1.5 to $2 million is kind of the sweet spot for Elva. Because you figure those MSRP'd for 1.7-ish.
Mm-hmm. Monza is beautiful.
Monza's beautiful.
It's a very, very good looking car.
But those are like $4 million.
Yeah, so we're not really comparing.
Would you have 2 of these or 1 Monza? Would you have a Barchetta and a Targa Bertone car, or would you have 1 Ferrari Monza?
I'd have 2 of these.
Yeah.
It's way more interesting.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Like, as a collector.
How good is the brown one?
Oh, yeah, the brown's great. I love brown car.
I love it in the brown. It's
car.
like, oh, I'm in the wrong tab. Oh, here we go. Yeah. It fits the period. You know what I mean?
It has pop-up headlights.
Love it.
A new car coming out has pop-up headlights.
Pop-up LED like headlights that look like the Hyundai Ioniq.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You know, which is great because it's from that same period, which is great. Wasn't the Hyundai the Pony? Wasn't that a Bertone car?
The Hyundai Pony.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar.
The car that they're using is like the inspiration for this retro futuristic wave.
That'd be cool if it was designed originally by a Italian
It was
design
somebody.
house. It's interesting to see the different directions that Bertone and Pininfarina have gone. Bertone's continued to be
It's
coach builder.
Giugiaro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Which I guess, I mean, Pininfarina is also a coach builder still because the
They're
Batista's not their own car though.
It isn't. It's platform sharing though. It's not coach building.
Yeah. Whereas the GB110 is coach building, right?
What's the difference? Hold on.
But
what's the difference?
Does a coach builder only change the bodywork?
Yes. No.
So then what's don't look at them. Look at me.
No, but like the Zagato.
Look at me.
All right,
Look at me.
look at me. This is the Zagato, coach built car, right? All the Zagato stuff.
Yeah.
But isn't from a performance standpoint, isn't it different? It's not the same car, like an Aston Martin Zagato.
Yeah, it is slightly different. I don't know.
What
but
are words
still,
anyway? Yeah.
Yeah, nothing matters.
What's a supercar? You remember that one? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good episode. You should listen to that. We're plugging a lot of episodes here.
This is great. We're using the opportunity to funnel you guys to our podcast platform, which is our main thing.
Yeah.
Until we start getting ad revenue here, and then the podcast will be funneling you guys here.
Right.
Like and subscribe. Anyway, so I don't know. Is the Pininfarina Batista? But Pininfarina have said that they're not designing cars for other companies anymore. They're now they're a manufacturer, right?
Yeah. Which they have their own windshieldless car as well.
Yeah, the B95 Barchetta.
Right.
And then there's a Batman version of it, which is very cool.
I don't know how many they're going to sell of that.
The Bruce Wayne, the Wayne Enterprises collab?
The
overall?
B95 thing.
Less than the regular one.
Well,
And the regular one, they're going to sell less than Rimac will sell the Nevera.
yeah. I get the feeling
That's how the universe works.
it's going to be a tough sell, the B95.
I like it.
It's
I
pretty.
think it looks great.
It's pretty. Yeah.
You know?
I think it'd be a tough sell, though. I mean, the combustion engine windshieldless cars were kind of a tough sell.
Yeah.
Never mind an EV.
Unless it's... honestly, the Monza was the only one that was remotely successful.
Yeah.
And that's just because peak Ferrari, you know?
Prancing horse. Power the horse.
But that's great. The B95 it's...
The yellow front end is... The spec that they chose for the launch car is pretty cool.
Everything about it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful car.
I would have the Runabout.
You'd have the... Well, this one's $2 million, give or take.
Yeah.
You know? So for the same money, you'd have the Runabout.
I think I love the idea of...
Instead of 1,000+ horsepower.
Bertone, because like the supercar world over the last 15, 20 years has grown so much to where you have so many options.
Right.
And like supercars are not nearly as rare as they used to be.
Right.
So having these ultra limited cars where there's only 25 or only 33.
You think they're going to sell more than 25 of these?
Oh, of this?
The B95.
But it's electric.
It is.
Ugh.
Welcome to the 11s podcast, where Ben says "foo" to all the electric cars.
I think EVs have a place. If you listen to the podcast,
EVs have a place, just not in the $2 million price bracket.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
And you know,
but yeah, I think it's cool to see Bertone back.
are you dreaming of a future where Pininfarina takes this beautiful Barchetta design and puts a V12 in it?
I think it would be better. I'm not dreaming about it, though.
Yeah. I think it's stunning. Anyway,
Yeah.
Going back to the Bertone.
Yeah.
Runabout, you get a Targa, I get a Barchetta. We drive down the French Riviera.
Would you have a brown one?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Mine would be brown.
I would. We can't have matching, Ben.
But they're not the same. Yours
Yeah.
is a Barchetta.
Yeah, but like people think we're related or something.
It's almost like we run a show together or something.
Well, if you get a brown one, I would do like a dark green, like a British Racing.
Ooh, okay. That'd be nice. I think that would work
with
better
a saddle
with the Barchetta.
interior.
I think that would work
Yeah,
better with the Barchetta.
stunning, gold wheels,
All right. Well, now that we've figured that out,
$2 million a piece, maybe.
maybe.
That's gonna be completely wrong.
Yeah.
We have no idea how much these things are.
Yeah.
How many of the concepts did they build? Probably just one, maybe.
Have they built any?
The
the original.
The original, yeah.
Probably just one. Yeah.
I saw a very cool clip on social media where you should follow us.
Unlimited plugs.
So many plugs. They recreated, like, there was a photo of the concept car sitting, like, in the snow at, like, a ski resort in the Alps or whatever. And they recreated it with, like, there was a woman sitting over the edge of the door.
What was this?
What?
This?
The Bertone, yeah.
The Runabout?
The original one.
Oh, okay.
There was the original one, and they did a photo back in the 60s or 70s.
We'll put it up. We'll find it somewhere.
Here. And there's a woman, like, sitting half in, half out of the car, just demonstrating that it's got, like, no roof, no windows, and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then they recreated it with another, probably the same Runabout.
Okay.
But it's very cool.
That is cool.
It's just a cool photo type of thing to show, like, hey, it doesn't have a roof or anything, you know. The cute little windscreen's kind of cute in the Barchetta.
Yeah. It's almost like a motorcycle wind deflector.
It's almost like it's there to make you think it's going to do something.
I think it will do a lot more than you realize.
I think I'm too tall, and I will still get bugs in my teeth. But we'll see.
Maybe. It is a small car.
Anyway, on that note, anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, we've agreed on our specs and our colors, and we're going to get 2 of them. So
Yeah. 2 each? No. One of each. Mine's going to be electric.
Okay. All right. We're going to end on that.
Listen to the 11s podcast on your favorite podcast platform, whether that's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon. Where else are we?
All the things.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Check out the video description for our social media handles. Give us a follow there. And in the comments, let us know what you think of the Bertone Runabout would you have the Barchetta? Would you have the Targa? And what color would you have it in?
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll hopefully be doing more of these in the future.
Yeah.
And so later this week, we'll come out with a full length episode.
We will. Hit that bell. I will, to remind me that we're doing it.
All right, great. Well, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.